Guys, we are down in Albany, Kentucky at the Foothills Festival. This is a event that happens every fall. I've not been here myself in several years. One of the things they have is a car show, and it is absolutely huge. We're going to be looking at a few different things. Actually, John Schneider from the Dukes of Hazzard is here. I don't know if we'll be able to see him or not, but we're going to try. But for now, guys, come with us, check out the Foothills Festival, and let's just see what all they got. To say that this was an amazing car show would be an understatement. There are only just a few of the cars in this video. I'm telling you, they had a bunch. And to any of the folks out there, if I did not get around to film all of the vehicles, which I know I didn't, then, you know, I apologize for that. But any of you other folks out there that may have been there that got a chance to watch this video, I'm telling you, it was a great show. It would be impossible for me to cover each of the cars in this video. If I did that, it would be several hours long. But I'll have to say there was some just amazing work. You can tell that this is a sport of true enthusiasts. I mean, some of the work that was put into some of these cars, and you're going to see one here in just a minute. The age of this car is one that is just amazing, and this thing is still on the road. And you're going to see it coming up shortly in the video. This is a car that is almost 100 years old, so stay tuned for that. The first part of this video is just basically some of the car show, and then we're going to move on up to the Foothills Festival. And we did get to see John Schneider, and you will be able to see that later on in the video as well, so be sure to stick around for that. Some of the other things that were at this show included some motorcycles, which you're going to see here in just a minute as well. They also had some model cars, and I thought that was pretty interesting. I know that a lot of folks get into building model cars. Here you can see those motorcycles, and they were very nice. They were some very clean bikes. And you can see the model cars here, and I didn't get a chance really to go through all the names or all that. It was basically just a big scan over of them. Like I say, so cars This Road Runner, I actually made a few trips around it. In fact, I thought the guy probably thought I was crazy simply because I just kept looking at this thing. Super clean car. I would absolutely love to have this car. And again, guys, that's just a quick glimpse of it. You can see some of the others here as well. This was an old wrecker that I'd actually had another clip earlier in this video on. And just seeing the mechanics of this truck, it really shows you how things have changed over the years. These old trucks here, especially this one, the color that is on that is just amazing. I think that whatever they did to this, it looks great and it fits this very well. Obviously, that's not the factory engine, as you can tell, but still, it is a great looking truck. All of these up through here were, you can see this one as well. These Chevrolets, the Dodges, and we're about to see the car that I'd mentioned earlier. This is a 1928 Ford, I believe 28 or 29, and the guy still drives it. I think that there are some issues, but other than that, you know, being 100 years old and it's still on the road, that's just truly amazing. Check this out, 1928 Ford. The guy drives this thing still. This car is almost 100 years old. Look at the top on it here. I'd say it's probably been redone a time or two, but man, that's nice. Check out this truck. Got the camper on there. Square body Ford. 1969. The old Chevy. It's a Nova. Camaro Super Sport. Michael Myers and Freddy Krueger. And on the back here, Jason Voorhees. Now we're just going to look at some of the rest of the festival, and again, this was too much to cover in one video. They did have a hayride, as you can see here, that was leading out up on the square. Hayride. They just had a lot of stuff. And along with John Schneider from the Dukes of Hazzard, they also had one of the cousins there as well that you're going to see just there in just a few minutes. A lot of decorations, a lot of booths that were there. I think it would be impossible to go through and see everything. They had some games set up, just all kinds of stuff. There's one of the cousins from the Dukes of Hazzard. You remember that period of time? And John Schneider is actually back over on the other side. Here's another one of the General Lees. They actually had several of them there at this show this year, and it was a great turnout. You know, this has been several years since I've actually been down to the Foothills Festival down in Clinton County. It was well worth it. They had a little train ride for the kids, as you can see here on video, and it was just a lot of fun. They had food vendors and they had everything. And here's John Schneider, and I'm just going to roll in a photo here in just a minute from when we did get to meet him, and you can see it right there. We did get to meet him while we were there at the show. There were different souvenirs and things that you could buy. You could get some photos with him, and he would also sign things for you. We had him sign a DVD set that we have of the Dukes of Hazzard. Very friendly guy. I was real glad to meet him, and just a lot of fun seeing him there. You guys got to meet Bo Duke. And, you know, that was one of the things that kind of shocked me that he was over in this area, but I do know that he comes to different events here. You can see some of the General Lees back behind me, but I'll try to roll in a still of the photo, but I thought it was pretty cool. You know, for those of you guys out there that grew up watching the Dukes of Hazzard, you know, I'm sure that there's a lot of folks around here that got to meet him, but it was very cool. But anyways, guys, we're going to keep going and see what else they got. There was a ton of different food vendors there, and I actually had messed up and thought that I had gotten the video, and here's just a few of the stills from where we were over in that area. And like I say, they had some amazing stuff. The deep fried Oreos was great. They had tenderloin sandwiches, just all the stuff that you would see at a fair or anything like that. And it was a lot of good food. I actually had a pulled pork sandwich also, and they had some great drinks, just all different kind of vendors and things. You can see some of the deep fried Oreos there, and it was just a lot of fun, a lot of food, and just a great time being out there. I wish I could have gotten more video from it, but again, I'd messed up when I was recording. But it's just a few stills for you. Guys, it would be impossible to show you everything that is at the Foothills Festival. It is a huge event. It was very cool. Got to meet John Schneider, you know, Bo Duke. Got to shake his hand and all that stuff. But they got a ton of stuff down here. You just will not believe the amount of vendors, all kinds of food vendors. And I had a tenderloin sandwich that was great. They also had some, just everything you can imagine, guys. But for now, I think we're gonna call it good. We're heading back to the car. And on to our next adventure. Hope you liked the video. So be sure to like and share the video, subscribe to the channel, check out all the links down below, and we'll see you next time.